Welcome back to Bionic Uncensored. I'm Matt Rose, Chief Architect at Bionic. Today's topic is hunting Log4j. Probably an activity that a lot of you have been, looking at over the past few days. How do I find every instance of Log4j in my application portfolio? What I have here is a representation of a few applications put together by Bionic by reverse engineering the artifacts of the application. Not really screaming where Log4j is, but we do have a ton of metadata that exists behind the scenes. We're showing the interaction of web applications, of the data in the databases, message brokers, all the different types of things. But for this example, we really want to find every instance of Log4j. So how do we actually find that? Well, I have a video to actually jump into here real quickly to show you exactly how we go about finding every instance of Log4j. So I'm just going to bring this up so you can see my beautiful face. So what we're doing here is we have that metadata. So we basically can create queries to say, show me the services and the libraries in the naming convention and the version number of Log4j in that application map you saw. Just takes a few seconds to put together the query. It's dynamically building here. Once we've actually completed the query, we simply hit execute query and you have every instance of Log4j in your application. It's going to hit right now and we're going to see exactly how Log4j exists in your application. And this is 5 pages of instances, and that just took a few seconds. But we can actually get a lot more granular. Not only do we want to find Log4j instances, but we want to see Log4j instances that actually talk or touch PII data in some way. So we can create some sort of logic to say, hey, show me every instance of Log4j that actually touches PII data. This is powerful because it allows you to prioritize the huge effort to finding every instance of Log4j. Seem pretty easy, doesn't it? Well, thinking about that, we can go back to our map here. And the first query that was actually created was looking for every instance of Log4j. We saw this before, but what it will do is you can then investigate on the map to say, hey, where does that exist visually? And what type of services does it talk to? So by one of those queries, we could say, hey, it happened right here, it happened right here, and it happened right here. I'm just using this for representation of the type of data you get. So not only do you get a list, you see exactly where in the application architecture exists. So let me just erase my circles here. So thinking about that more granular query that we ran, we can actually jump in and see, okay, now we're actually zooming in. We're focusing the attention of the resources that we have to say, show me Log4j, but also show me where it hits PII data. And if we were to actually run that query against this application, we would see that these are the services you should look at. This specific Spring Boot application is touching a data store with PII data. So if you want to find Log4j in your applications in a quick and easy way, Bionic is the answer because we actually have the data based on the application artifacts, not on spreadsheets or questionnaires, but we're actually looking at the code and can provide you not only a relational structure in terms of a view and a map, but also a granular query capability to quickly find every instance of Log4j. I'm Matt Rose. This is Bionic Uncensored. Thank you for watching.